So now what happens in here is I'm going to have these muscles starting always from the same place. They're going to start, the muscle of the extensor of the fingers, they're going to do this. They're going to come out from here, right? And then they're going to go here to the back of the hand because they have to go to the tendons, right? So from here, they're going to go to this, become tendinous. Actually, maybe this is a little bit too chubby here. It's not going to be that chubby. Let me saw. Right. This muscle develops in here like this, and then become tendinous, and then from here, it will do this. It has to wrap over, right? Makes sense? Over. Is to go from here. Let me see if I can show the whole thing. From here, they're gonna go over here like this to the fingers, right? So now here I see that's the ulna. I feel the bone in here. No, we feel the bone. If we touch here, we're gonna feel the bone for a while. And actually, in fact, the ulna is going to be, you can feel it pretty much all the way down to the olecranons. It's not going to be a straight bone, so you're going to feel all the ulna here, right? And so these are going to be, we've seen the extensors of the fingers, right? And here like this, right? Here now I have the brachioradialis and externus-carpio-radialis longus and brevis. So what they do, they have to go where? They have to go to the radius. So they're going to wrap from here. The brachioradialis will get to go behind here. I don't see where it goes. It has to end up here, right? So imagine now the ECR L and ECRB, extensor carpi radialis longus and brevis, will have to go on the other side of the hand here, but with the hand like this, I don't see it, right? So there is some sort of wrapping action in here. See that? So these two muscles here will go 1 and 2 up to here, and I don't see them. They disappear behind the thickness of this muscle in here. And the brachioradialis will do the same thing here, right? I'm exaggerating the height of this a little bit, but, you know, because this has to go to the radius on the other side. Makes sense? So you're going to feel this kind of wrapping of these forms over the forearm, okay? So let's see what happens if we color it a little bit. So we have the, that nice right with it here. The extensor carpi radialis longus and brevis, which I'm going to color with just one color, right? One form here. And wrapping over the extensor digitorum, extensor digiti minimi, extensor carpi ulnaris. I'm not going to subdivide this, but you know these are 3 muscles, right? Remember, extensor of the fingers, extensor of the pinky, extensor of the of carpus ulnaris, right? So here I had the brachioradialis, right? That will also wrap over these volumes in here, and if you look at, try to get picture of this. Put your arms in front of the mirror, look at them, twist them. If you have, or if you find a model with very, very low body fat, because otherwise these muscles tend to be disguised by the fat, and you're gonna start seeing this wrapping around. Or look at picture of athletes. So now we see this is the ulna, right? This is the ulna, right? And this is the olecranon, the bump. This is the condyle. So we're going to see now here the flexors visible from behind the ulna, and the flexors are going to develop their own volume in here like this. and that is the group of the flexors. So the flexor, we can color them purple. So this is a position where I can see flexor of the forearm, the brachioradialis, extensors and flexor of the hand, extensor of the hand and flexor of the hand. All I see a lot of muscle. The ulna here in between is going to be the bone that separates the extensors from the flexors, right? So what I would like you to do, guys, is take photographs of forearms and arms in different positions, different poses, and copy them. Try to maybe copy them as they are, right? And as realistically as possible in various positions. And then identify the landmarks, the condyle, the olecranon, the distal portion of the region ulna, and put tracing paper over your drawing and try to identify the muscle. At first, just as main volumes. Then, if you can, all the muscle. But just drawing the main volumes is probably the most important thing, because what happens at this level here, there are so many little muscle twitching, etc. It's going to be really hard to identify them. What you want to identify is these main volumes. Okay, so as I mentioned before, read from page 145 to 149, and then 169, where you can repeat the exercise on page 169, which is something similar to what I showed you today, but it's a progression. See that it's a progression of going from stereometric to gradually subdividing the form, specifying the form, and end up with an organic description of the arm.